Welcome to the Player Supreme Show. I'm your host, Player Supreme, at www.theplayersupremeshow.
The following program is rated TV MA-LV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, welcome to the show today. I got to do emergency intervention here. Someone wrote to me, starting a letter with, I know, that this is a straight no, but there's that word I fucking hate when they do this shit. Man, why you guys got to do that shit to me, man? Huh? Put the word but in there. And then he writes, I cannot help it. That's some bull fucking shit right there. You guys are in control of everything that you do. He writes, work situation. That's all I need to see right there. Then he writes, there is this hottie at work. Now, all you fellas know how I feel about the lowest sucker, punk-ass motherfucking game on the planet is chasing girls at work. That is bullshit. I have no respect for anybody that does that. Then he writes, she has a boyfriend. A boyfriend. You know, if we fellas do not stick together, what the fuck do we have? You know, she's got a boyfriend. She already got a dude. She's trying to get some sucker attention here and making a sucker out of this motherfucker. But he writes, she has a boyfriend, but always flirts with me and gives me mixed signals. Okay, all of my top players on the forum, what in the fuck does that tell you guys? The girl's attention whore. She's using this chump-ass motherfucker for some attention. He writes, we communicate pretty good in a real cool level. Cool my ass. How about my size 14 up your ass, motherfucker? We kind of flirt around from time to time when we are not busy. The other night, a few of us hung out at a bar after work. I got there fashionably late because I knew she was going to be there. I asked to see who wanted to get a drink on me since they are all cool working buddies. Can you guys say trick? In parentheses, I figured I'd buy a round. There's no excuse. Man, you're a motherfucking trick. He continues with, I only paid attention to the ladies to see what they wanted. They already had a few drinks and did not know what they wanted, so I told them I would order them a wet pussy mixed drink. All the girls looked at me like, you pervert. I'm looking at you like, you motherfucking chump-ass player. Weak-ass game motherfucker trying to, fall in love with girls at work. These poor goddamn women at work, I can see with his situation, the girls, she's a attention whore. She wants attention. She's got a sucker on her hook. A chump. But deep down, this girl knows she ain't gonna fuck around with someone at work. Girls are too smart for that for the most part. It's very rare that you can land these bitches at your work, which is stupid. It is so stupid to do this. That's why I'm making a special show on this shit. One more fucking time. Fellas, do not write to me talking about some bitch at work. All you're going to do is get your hair blown back. I've been kind, up to now, but this is just gone beyond bullshit. So he continues with, I was like, nah, that is a mixed drink. They call him a pervert or look at him like he's a pervert because he ordered a wet pussy. Try to be funny and cute with his work people. You're supposed to conduct business at work, not fuck around. It's cash before ass. That's the pimp rules, which are a series of rules that I'm going to read to you guys in a few minutes. But I was like, nah, that is a mixed drink. They were like, whatever. The hottie that I flirt with heard what I said, and she straight said, if you want some wet pussy, I got it right here, pointing at her clit. What a fucking tease. Fellas, don't ever let a female fuck with your head like this. Women know they got the pussy, and they know that you're attracted to them. They know you want the shit. So this fella is breaking one of the rules, walking up to her with his dick in his hand. In continuing, she pointed at her clit. She felt kind of embarrassed because everyone looked at her like, what? Miss Thing over here did not just say that. Like, what? This Thing over here did not just say that. We were all in the patio, so she went in. She came back out to the patio, blah, blah, blah. I was going to text message all through the night while at the bar. Another thing, text messaging. What the fuck is that shit, fellas? That's some fast seduction shit. There's a guy over there that loves that kind of shit. But that doesn't apply to my game. You know, I'm not going to sit out there and spend all that energy. Remember, I always say it's all about energy. All that motherfucking energy to text, typing that my little telephone, some text message bullshit. I don't care if you have one of those more advanced phones where you got a little keyboard. That's a lot of bullshit. Step the fuck up and be a man. Don't hide behind some text message bullshit. But he was like, I was getting text messages all through the night while at the bar, and I need to take a shit badly, so, like, I wouldn't really want to know that in this goddamn email either. But whatever. I need to take a shit badly, so I excused myself, stating I have to go 'cause duty calls. All the girls hear me say booty calls. One gal said, go for it when booty calls. You gotta go handle it. I was like, fuck yeah, dude! A few days later at work, I was coming in from another office, and she sits straight in front of the entrance/exit. As I walk in, she gives me this look with these gorgeous eyes. This motherfucker is pussy whipped, brothers. Pussy whipped! This is the worst shit. And the thing is, this motherfucker's in my goddamn forum. I have no idea who he is, because it's his work email. God damn it. Anyway, he continues with, so I raise my eyebrow to say, what's up? Whenever. LOL. Total body language signal to let her know now I am watching her, but I won't move unless she wants me to move. Day by day, we catch each other looking at one another, and when I walk close to her to talk to her deep in her eyes and down her lips and nowhere else, then I just leave, letting her think about how it would be to have me drink out of her wet pussy. LOL. This must be a white guy. White guys love to eat pussy. Brothers eat pussy too, but white guys, you guys love to eat pussy. You guys are pussy eating motherfuckers. Anyway, don't take offense to that either. That's a compliment. Yeah. Anyway, he continues with, I've been catching her look at me deeply with a longer glance, and it's like a cool staring challenge. St. Valentine comes around, and in the morning she cruises by and just walks by and rubs my shoulders from shoulder to shoulder. I am like, wow, Kino, nice. I got to see what cards she is playing. So through the day, I do not say much to her and just stay away so she can miss me. Midday, she get a call from the receptionist stating to come to the front and pick up a delivery on the intercom. Her buster-ass boyfriend sent her flowers. I was like, fucking dick, you sound like a motherfucking hater, man. That's what you sound like, a chump punk-ass motherfucking hater. Just because her boyfriend sent her some flowers. Anyway, he writes, LOL. Then I calmed myself and I told myself, I'm a rack this girl from under him. Yeah, and you get your ass shot too. That's why I don't believe in messing with other guys' girlfriends. You don't know what these suckers, these squares out there. You're a square too. You're in the same category, but you're like the low snake kind of square. You know, try to steal this guy's girlfriend. You don't know what they're gonna do. These motherfuckers are crazy out there today. They will blast your ass, put a buster cap on your ass. You mess with their females. They don't know the rules of the game. You don't fight over a female. And after I get through the rules today, everybody should know the rules of the game as I preach it, as the pimps preach it, as the Macs preach it. But, and continue with this bullshit. She was not happy with the flowers. Last year, she got a bigger arrangement. What? Okay, this bitch is not happy with the flowers she got this year. Last year it was bigger. What does that tell you about that motherfucking bitch, too? She's fucking playing your ass. She's a motherfucking skeezer. That's Spanish for a tramp. Anyway, last year she got a bigger arrangement. As she was walking in front of me to see if I would look at her, I kept busy and stayed on the phone. She wanted me to see what she got to get me jealous or something. She sits down, and from the corner of my eye, I see her looking at me with distress, as in stating, look over here. I want to know if you're interested in me. Attention whore. A fucking hoe is what she is. Brother, you are messing with a hoe. You're messing your mind up over a motherfucking skeezer-ass female. How dare she be upset with the flower arrangement last year was bigger? What the fuck kind of bitch is that? And you want to mess with this? This kind of bitch will play you and then take you for your motherfucking job. She's the type that you fuck with her, go over the line, because she wants attention. She's going to draw everybody in the office into it. Don't trust her ass. You're going to get your ass assed out of a motherfucking job and be out on the motherfucking streets with nothing to show but your motherfucking dick in your hands. And you have the nerve to ask me, my question is, should I rush her? Hell no. Rush the fuck away from that bitch. Number 2, do you think she's playing fish? No, she's playing you for a fish. Because your motherfucking sucker got sucked into some eyeball sharing bullshit at work. Number 3, how should I hit her up and ask her to meet me somewhere or arrange a spot for another pussy drink rendezvous? Motherfucker, I ain't got nothing for you. I don't deal in this sucker kind of game. I don't deal in this kind of bullshit. This is beneath me. Beneath even mentioning to the fellows on the fucking forum. Now, let me give you guys some rules of the game. Now, Tyreek, he did put out a good set of rules in his book, The Mac Within. And rule number 1, he talks about never talk down on another player. When you start, like if you were to go up there and try to AMOG or whatever that fucking chump-ass bullshit is from Fast Seduction, AMOG the boyfriend, that makes your ass look weak in the female's eyes. Why you got to talk bad about another guy when he ain't there to defend himself? And plus, us fellas, we need to stick together, brothers. We got to stick together. Who can we rely on but our own brothers? In the pimp game, it's bros before hoes. Rule number 2, never use sympathy to try to pull some pussy. Don't ever rely on trying to get bitches to feel sorry for you and talk how bad your day was. As far as anybody knows, you're on top of the world. You're going places. Don't ever try to get sympathy pussy. You're going to get assed out and become a friend. So when she's feeling bad about the real man that's making her feel bad, she'll come around your ass. You guys can talk about shit and both feel bad together. Rule number 3, always let females know that you have options. And he uses the analogy of the DMV. If you go to DMV, you know you guys get shitty treatment, long lines and shit. Why? Because DMV knows you can't go nowhere else. Apply that to females now. If you let this girl think she's that important, she knows you ain't got to go anywhere else. So what do you get? Shitty treatment. No blowjobs. No up the ass shit. Nothing. You end up serving her ass. Rule number 4, always be a mystery. Always be a mystery. A lot of guys get out there and start running their motherfucking mouths about, I do this, I do that. Leak a little bit of shit out, but don't give the whole goddamn cart and horse and everything. A little bit of shit, but always remain a mystery. These are rules that I agree with 100%. Now, rule number 5, which 99% of the fellas on my motherfucking forum are failing at. 99% of you guys are failing at. You must let the female choose you. Now I'm going to read what he wrote in the book here. He wrote, the world's first squares were prehistoric cavemen. The world's first Macs were Egyptian pharaohs. Cavemen were only advanced enough to use their simple primal instincts. The pharaohs elevated their minds so they could use language and logical thinking. Cavemen used force to get women. Pharaohs used game. Cavemen would do things like hide in the bushes, wait for the female to walk by, club her over the head, and then drag her by her hair to the cave where they would take advantage of her sexuality or sexually. On the other hand, women competed for the opportunity to be with a pharaoh. Like many squares today, and that's what those 99% on my forum are. You guys are squares. You ain't learned the real game yet. Like many squares today, cavemen were more intrigued by the challenge of chasing women and conquering them. Just like modern Macs, the pharaohs were very selective about the women they wanted on their team. He's using my words, building a team here, which is, you guys know I come from the Mac game, the pimp game. That's the way it is over there. You build a team. So it's good to see Tyreek, is using this shit. But he also continued with, they made women compete to be down with them. Cavemen like to conquer. Pharaohs liked cooperation. As a Mac, you must think like a pharaoh and realize all the assets that you have at your disposal. You must think like a pharaoh and realize all the assets that you have at your disposal. You have to carry yourself in such a way that females will want to choose you. Too many men think that if they chase women, beg them for dates, call them over and over, or pester them nonstop, they will eventually wear the woman down. They think these women will eventually give in and be with them. To a Mac, that's too much energy spent without an opportunistic payoff or appropriate payoff. You can spend a lot of energy, time, and money simply by finding a female who likes you. Or excuse me, you can save a lot of time, energy, and money simply by finding a female who likes you, which is what I preach. That's why I look for the girls that are choosing you, that are giving you eye contact. This is the exact same stuff that I've been preaching. If you have to jump through hoops in order for a female to vibe with you, chances are she really doesn't like you anyway. As a Mac, you have to start posing to be chosen. That means you're getting shit together, looking good, and all that shit. Rule number 6, put your dick in your pocket. A lot of guys, approach females with their dick in their hands. That they only want pussy. Well, as the pimp type behavior, as I've been talking about, and the pimp behavior and Mac behavior, you put your dick in your pockets. In other words, you take sex out of the equation. It's cash first, ass last. How do you get the cash? You get her to pay for the drinks. You get her to pay for the dates. This sucker chasing the girl at work, he's out buying the shit. Talking about, I'm doing it for my coworkers. No, you're a sucker. That's what you are. And you will establish the reputation as being the sucker by all those people that you work with. All those people now see you as a sucker. If I was working with you, I'd have you buying my drinks too, motherfucker. Pimp your ass out for drinks. And then you walk off with your bitch. Because you're chasing after her. You're chasing after her, you're chasing after her, you're chasing after her. And what is she going to do? Keep reeling you in like a motherfucking fish. Playing with your emotions. And then she's going to fuck your job up so you ain't got a motherfucking job. Rule number 7. Never become financially dependent on one female. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, brothers. If you're macking, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You have a little bit coming here, a little bit coming from there. That's why you need a wide range of females to deal with. Then when you're macking, then you need more than 3. Because 3 girls can't support one full-time Mac. Rule number 8. Never spend more than $50 on a first date. That's why I like coffee dates. Coffee dates are cheap. They're easy. You sit and then you're basically getting her life story over a cup of coffee or even a mocha if you want to splurge. Rule number 9. Always assume that women under the age of 27 have significant others. Girls under 27, most of them, the young ones, they're fucking somebody out there. If they're the hot ones in the club. If you're going to have these hot chicks in the club and you're suddenly working with these bitches, they got a significant other. And he talks about, don't fuck with them if they got boyfriends. He's talking about, realize that if you see a bitch in the club, she's fine. She's probably got someone else that's hitting that ass. So you're going to have to come up and until you don't know, as long as you don't know, she's probably a female player. So she's going to play you right back. So you don't know who else is hitting that. She got a couple of guys out there. It's okay in that situation to jump in there and try to man the shit up and own the shit. That's okay. Number 10, never trust a woman who doesn't perform oral sex on you. That's an interesting one. And he writes that this isn't to say that you should trust every woman who does perform oral sex on you, which I agree with, because most girls, first they've been trained, go down on the guy right away. But when a woman you are dating refuses to do it, she's sending you a message. Performing oral sex on a man is a woman's ultimate act of submission. I agree with that. She is deferring her own sexual gratification to give him sexual pleasure. The majority of women out there, even those who seem frigid or come across as being Miss Goody Two-Shoes, have either performed or are at least willing to perform oral sex. When a woman you are dating refuses to do so, she is telling you that she is not down for you 100%. And that is very true. I ran into a female many, many years ago who said she would not suck another man's dick unless that man was hers. Now he continues with, either you aren't the one for her, or she is just with you until something better comes along, or she has someone else who she saves her special treats for. You should never fully trust a female who isn't 100% down for you. And I agree with that. Don't ever trust a female who isn't 100% got your corner and in your back. Or got your back. Well, those are the 10 rules out there. And in the future, fellas, don't write me with some sucker-ass bullshit like, a girl at work. But nobody's special. No situation is special out there. You're all the same. I read this shit every day. It's all the same shit. You may think it's special. It's not special. You're getting played out there. So no more buts. No more bullshit about the work shit. With all the females out there, and this guy probably isn't listening to my podcast show properly, because he would have missed the abundance. There's always opportunities out there. With so many girls out there, why get suckered in by a bitch at work? Why fuck up your job? That's thinking with your dick. That's why I have no respect for this bullshit. It makes my skin crawl that we could be this stupid. I've been that stupid before. I learned. Now I'm trying to help you guys so you don't make the mistakes that I've made. I thought with my dick back then, I got in trouble. I lost money. I got shit happen to me. You don't want to go through that kind of bullshit just over some pussy at work. It's cash first. Always be about your money, players. Because a player's about his money. It's about coming up in the world. Not about just getting a piece of ass. Those kind of lowly dogs don't belong on my forum. Okay, the message is over, brothers. Until next time.